So I just got a package from Juvia'S. I think they had a sale a couple days ago and I kind of went hog wild with how much I got. I got 3 palettes. I don't remember what they're called because it was a sprint. They got here like 4 days after I ordered them, so not bad. And here are the palettes. So the first one, I'm just gonna go in the order that they're in. The first one is Zulu. Really pretty artwork. I always appreciate that about this brand. Nice, well protected. I really do feel good about this not having broken in the mail. Let's have a look. Oh, those colors are so beautiful. They're even more beautiful in person than they were on the website. Let's do a little bit of swatching. So the first one that I'm gonna swatch is the one that I'm most skeptical about, which is this really deep plum purple, just because purple pigments are so hard to get good color payoff with. I think it's really hard to make a formula for purple pigments, but let's see. Not bad. It's a little bit patchy, but it looks like it's gonna be buildable, but it's a really beautiful color. I would say, you know what, like it meets my expectations for a purple pigment, but I imagine going on to this next shade, which is also one that I'm skeptical about. Red pigments are also, in my experience, tend to be really patchy and powdery. Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, it's similar to the previous one, buildable, a little bit patchy in the beginning, but not bad. And I think those two are really pretty together, so I like that. I want to try this beautiful teal color. So I'm going to dip into that. Oh, patchy again. What can I say? Buildable, very pretty color, but probably the most powdery and patchy one yet. Okay, moving on. Let's find something positive here. Let's try this brown. Come on, they can't mess up brown, right? I really just think the formula for these is all the same. Like, I'm getting the same result with every swatch. I'm interested in this orange because it's so vibrant and I'm really like jonesing to wear it. Oh, that's so pretty. You know what? With wetting the brush and being patient, I'm sure you can get this palette to work for you, and these colors are definitely worth it. But I will say, upon my initial swatches of the matte shades, I'm not super impressed with the formula. So I'm going into this yellow shade. So my thing here is, compared to the Natasha Denona yellow, which I will do a comparison right now, this doesn't stand up at all. If you've seen my videos, you know how much I use that color called Soul in her Sunset palette, and this is, not only is it patchy, not only is it hard to blend, oops, not only is it hard to build, but it also like doesn't show up and it's rubbing off, so I'm not thrilled with that. So just for comparison, here's Soul. Like, to me, the pigment is just there more. Like, it's sitting on top of my skin. It didn't sink right in. The shades are very similar. It's kind of interesting. This I can blend around, and that's kind of just staying put now. This is gonna kind of rub off, I can tell. So, okay, really a nice color, and if you don't have a nice yellow in your arsenal, grab this, wet the brush, make it work, but I like the Natasha Denona yellow better, and then I'll probably end up using that more. I think that's all the matte shades. I'm gonna switch and do the shimmery shades. There are only 3, so maybe I'll just stay on this arm. So first one is this beautiful sort of like not aquamarine, is it aquamarine? You guys, oh my God, that's beautiful. Okay, if there's anything that you want to buy this palette for, it's this color. I haven't even swatched the other 2 shimmer shades, but I have a feeling it's going to be the same thing. Let's do this green, which I'm also excited about because it kind of matches my eyes. So gorgeous. You know what this reminds me of is the green, the light green in the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil Rio edition. This looks a lot like that color, but this color payoff it's so much more pigmented. Like, there's no comparison, and I love that color, so I'm really excited about this. So far, so good with the shimmer shades. I think the mattes are gonna need some assistance. They're a little bit hard to use, but these are great. I'm getting to like a weird part of my arm to swatch, but that's a gorgeous like everyday kind of shadow. And then these two are really fun, neon, shimmery, really pigmented shimmer shades. So I'm really happy with these three. That kind of makes this palette worthwhile for me. I also really love these three colors. Overall, the Zulu palette, you know, I would give it a 6 out of 10 because I love these shimmer shades enough to kind of be like, the mattes are all right, but I'll take it. This next palette is the Saharan. Again, I have no idea what this looks like. This will be as surprising for you as it is for me. Okay, pretty. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, so this one has more pans, but they're smaller. It's a very kind of neutral palette. You know what? I bought it for this. I just love a red pigment, but I think these shimmer shades are gonna be really nice too. So let's go ahead and get into some swatches. One thing that I like about this palette is that the pigments are named, and it looks to me like they were inspired by West African language. I'm not sure, but that's kind of what it indicated on the back of the palette. I want to start with Sokoto because that's the one I'm most interested in, and I'm also nervous because red is so hard to do well. I like the color. I do like the color a lot. Oh, it's so buildable. Ooh, that's good. Okay, this matte is actually better than the one in the Zulu palette. Okay, I like that. That is a yes from me. Now let's try Jamila because it's kind of close in shade. I just kind of want them next to each other. Again, not the most pigmented at first, but I think it's pretty buildable. Yeah. That's nice. That's a really pretty color. I like that a lot. Let's go to Katsina, or Katsina, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Okay, a little bit patchy, but I'm able to blend it out and kind of build it up. This, for me, would be a good transition shade. What else do we have for mattes? We have Chad. Ooh, oh my God, she's pigmented. Wow. Okay, that's really nice. It's a deep, I don't know if you can tell on film, but it's like a deep bluey black. It's like, it's not black, it's like a very, very deep navy. That looks like it's it for the mattes. I will say, you know, the mattes, they look great. So compared to the other palette, this is already off to a good start. Okay, so in no particular order other than what shades I think look good next to each other, I'm gonna start with Kaya. Feels very smooth and creamy already in the pan. Wow, that does not disappoint. Oh, that is so beautiful. It really reminds me of like a mermaid's tail. Or maybe like, this is weird, but maybe like a swordfish, like in the water, if you watch Planet Earth. Like it's reflecting really blue-gray to me. It's really pretty. Next I want to do Bororo. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, I haven't even swatched all of these yet, but you guys should buy this palette. Now let's try Fula. And I'm not really even going in that hard with these. Like, I'm not like swirling my finger a million times. That color is gorgeous. It's just like the other shimmer pigments here. Like the color payoff is amazing. Pigmentation, amazing. So far so good. Okay, I'm running out of fingers here, but here's Lulu. Oh, that actually, okay, I don't know why I expected this to be pinkier. This is a little bit more like peachy, yeah, a little bit of a peachier color. This is kind of similar to this in my opinion, just with less of that red. Okay, that is gorgeous. This reminds me of Trophy Wife actually, but this is a shadow, which is nice, so it's a little bit more pigmented. Okay, two more, you guys, stick with me. We have Zoya, which I probably should have done after Lulu. Let's do Senegal. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that. I don't have a color like this at all. And then lastly, Iman. Oh, that's cool. This is a very pigmented white, like shimmery white. That would go really great under your brow bone or in your inner corner. Okay, 9 out of 10 for this palette because Sokoto here could be more pigmented, but everything else I cannot say a bad thing about it. This is beautiful. I don't have any colors like this. Love the Saharan palette. Okay, so the last palette that I ordered is called The Tribe, and I'm pretty sure this was what I came to the website for originally, and then I just got carried away and bought the other ones too because, you know, they're like, oh, if you like this, we'll suggest something else that you're definitely gonna like. I love this artwork. Oh, this is beautiful. This might actually be a contender for the best. Yeah, here, this was my other favorite, but I think this surpassed it. Okay, so let's have a look. Pretty, oh my gosh. So the greens are definitely what I'm here for. Also, this pigment down here, Curla, that's beautiful. I have a good feeling about Chaga and Kuba. So let's swatch these. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Masai because I've never seen a pigment like this and I'm interested to see how it's gonna swatch. So let's give it a go. Okay, wow. I mean, it kind of got stuck on this tendon. It's pretty sheer. I would say, like, I can still see, oh, but it's buildable. Okay. That's really cool. That's a unique color. It's a very, very pale yellow green. So let's put Tootsie next to it. This is just a more Kelly green. A little bit powdery, but I'm guessing it's buildable. Let's see. See, I'm kind of finding already that these mattes are a little bit more similar to the Zulu palette than to the Saharan palette, but very pretty colors. Like, I love this Kelly green, and I think these would go well together. Let's look at Aromo. Oh, pretty patchy. Let's hope that it builds. Not terrible, but I'm not really impressed. But it's a color that I'll probably reach for a lot, so I'll try to make it work. So next matte I'm gonna try is Ashanti. So these must just be tribe names. Oh, no wonder, the tribe, duh. Oh my god, I'm slow. Oh, okay, powdery, patchy. What else do we expect at this point from these mattes? But very interesting brown. It's kind of like a greeny brown. I don't know, I'm having trouble placing what this color looks like to me. But like I said, buildable and pretty. The last color is so pretty in the pan and it's so pretty on my finger, but I have a feeling it's gonna be patchy. Oh, it's not. That's not bad. I really like packed on the pigment to my finger, so it came off a little powdery, but I think this is probably the most pigmented matte in this collection. Even the mattes just by themselves without the shimmer shades in between, like, that's a beautiful palette right there. You have to kind of go in knowing that the pigments are a little powdery and they need to be built. The first shimmer shade that I want to try is called Curla. That's so gorgeous. That gives me pumpkin vibes, but in the best way. It's like a true orange. Oh, that's so pretty. I really like that. Okay, next I'm gonna dip into Kuba, which is this beautiful onyx looking, but not quite that black. More like a shimmery navy than like an onyx black, but it does have that iridescence. Very pretty. It, like, there was more there, but my finger could only go so far on my arm. That's beautiful. Beautiful, buildable, very unique color. Okay, so Chaga, it kind of looks to me like it's gonna be similar to Ashanti, but shimmery. It's like orangey, yellowy, gold, and sandy a little bit, but it's actually not as similar to Ashanti as I expected. It's more similar to Aromo, but that's really gorgeous, really pretty. I like this a lot. It reminds me of Mandarin from the Natasha Denona palette. Okay, so the last swatch is Koro. I think this is gonna be beautiful. It looks kind of sandy in the pan, but on my finger, it looks more like a light yellowy gold, so let's see. I'm undecided on this. Like, what color is that? I mean, it's pretty, don't get me wrong, but is it like yellowy green or is it yellowy gold, like silver. I think there's a lot going on here and my eyes are confused, but that really stands out. So another beautiful palette. So it's pretty much no contest for me. My favorite palette out of these three is the Saharan. Like, not only do you get more pans, but I just think for the most part, these pigments have better color payoff than the other two palettes. For some reason, especially with the mattes, I find that these are they just go on more easily. They're less patchy, they're less powdery, they're more pigmented, and then the shimmer shades are so beautiful and so unique. Having said that, I love Curla from the Tribe, and the Tribe, I mean, is a really cool palette, so you really can't go wrong with any of these, but if you have to choose one, I would say go with the Saharan palette. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this like unboxing and swatching review. I will do a look with each of these palettes and post videos, but until then, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.